Hello everyone, it's Thalan McRom, and we're back in Wayward Cursebreaker. And this is quite literally after we left off, after I just finished doing our first bit of metalworking. And so for now, we're going to have to start deciding what we want to do moving forward. And I'm kind of thinking we have two major goals. One, I need to change the layout of the base a bit. I need to finish building the wall and do all that. So I'm thinking what we're going to do for the first bit is we're going to finish kind of looking at our walls, changing them out or moving them around a bit, getting this house actually into more of a house, putting in a door. That way we're safe at night and such. And then from there, I think we're going to start working towards building our first seafaring vessel, a raft, basically, so that we can start exploring further out and looking for new resources. Now, we still have lots to do before we get to that point, but I figure those are the goals. And if y'all are liking the series, make sure to like and subscribe and all that. Leave comments. Tell me things you think, what you think we should be doing and focusing on. But, anyways, with all that said, let's get to work here. So, first things first, I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pick up this box. Actually, let me open this box real quick. I'm going to see if there's any. Let's see here. Talc, limestone. I just want to see if there's any tin ore left in here. Yeah, I have two more. So what I'm going to do real quick, because I have the furnace is still lit, I'm going to go ahead and smelt the last of my tin here. And looks like my tongs are about to break if I'm reading that correctly. Where are my tongs? I think my tongs might be in that other wooden chest. But alright, let's see here. Okay, good. I can do one more. There we go. Alright, so I think we've smelted all of our tin. And now we need to consider what things we want to make. I have a good knife. I have a good axe. So I don't really need an axe. It's interesting this has a butcher of 2 and a chop of 0. If I'm reading that right. Okay, well let's see what we can do here. A tin spear might not be bad. I find it interesting that a tin sword is not an option. Let me go into skills here real quick. So we have blacksmithing. There's that. Oh, tin sword is an option. And I just don't have enough tin. That's the problem. It takes like 8 to do that. Interesting. Same with the shield. And the shovel, you just don't have the string. Do I have my shovel on me? I think my shovel's in the toolbox. What's this? Tin helmet. Okay. A tin cuirass. Oh, we can make tin chests. A cage. Leg armor. Okay. Oh, so tin anvil's like an improvement to our current anvil. Footgear. Gloves. Wheels. So basically, we can remake everything out of tin, plus some other things, it looks like. Alright, but let's focus on the things that I think we need. Hmm. Alright, that's the flute for commanding our creatures. Our spear's okay. Same with our pickaxe. Hoe's fine. We have a tin hammer already. The tin mortar and pestle might be a nice improvement. Or, what I think we might do is actually, I think we'll just save up our tin. So let's just open this wooden chest, and we're just going to put all of the tin away. That way we can save it for later, you know, so we don't need to use it. And we're going to save all these boards for later as well. And this stone. There we go. Alright. So we're just going to save all of that for later. And I think we're going to stop crafting for the moment and start working on reorganizing our house. So first we're going to pick up this wooden chest. I'm going to put it up here, I think. Yeah, we'll put it up here. And actually, what is the durability on this right now? It's not bad. So if we... Okay, so that's fine. So now we're going to take a little rest, because our character is quite exhausted from all of this. There we go. Alright, so we're going to need some more wood. We're going to need to move this anvil around. And once these dripstones are done, we're going to have to move those around, I think. Because I'm kind of thinking we're going to change what's stored and what. We're going to build our forge and anvil up here and make this area into like a little smithing area. And then we're going to, you know, just kind of move things around a bit. I'm going to close these extra windows. Let's see here. Let's go gather up some wood so we can make some board or some log walls and stuff. Okay, now how do we make craftable only? So there's the wall. How do we make a door? Alright, so now blacksmithing, carpentry, or is it woodworking? Woodworking, here we go. So we need boards and dowels. Dismantle that. Dismantle that. There we go. There's the door. I did not want to build that door. Let's repair that real quick. Let's also rest for a second. Our character's feeling pretty rough. We're also going to make a couple log walls here. So I'm thinking we'll build a wall here. We'll build the door here. There we go. Alright. Let's rest for a second. I think we had some stuff expire on us. Let's open that up. Nope, that's all fine. What about our backpack? Nope, that's all fine too. So it wasn't those things. They must have been in this chest. Yeah, it's our tallow is starting to expire on us. Can I make the candles? It's under tinkering, isn't it? Alright. Oh, I need a pole for that. And I need a string. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to move away from that, and we're going to make some tallow candles. There we go. Alright. There we go. Made some tallow candles just so they didn't go bad on us. Alright, because I didn't want our tallow to go bad. Alright, let's go back over here. Open our wooden chest. We're going to put all these tallow candles back in here. So we're going to move all those to the wooden chest. Because basically, this will give us some extra light sources that we can use. Kind of wonder if we can make like a candle holder or something. Oh, with charcoal we can make cloth bandage. How do we make charcoal though? The things we're learning to do. There's carbon powder. There's pitch. So you can make pitch glue out of resin. Okay. Or pitch out of resin. An ink stick. Alright. It's all very interesting. The things we can make and whatnot. I know we need to get some more scales if we want to make some of the scale armor, which is slightly better than our leather armor. Although it doesn't provide us as much protection against things like blunt damage. But anyways, alright, let's move on from looking at all of that. And actually, we will open this chest up. I'm going to throw some things in here. So let's move all of this free bark into the chest here. Same with all these twigs. Alright, there we go. There's that. And then I kind of want to pick this up. And we're going to build it up there. Actually, we'll repair it real quick. There we go. And then build. Perfect. So that gets our chests up there. So we can get those. So once these are done, we'll be able to move them. Because I kind of want to put those along a wall as well. And I kind of want to leave this area open to an extent to put like the furnace and the forge, or in the blacksmith, or the anvil right here. Man, we're going to have to think about how I want to lay this out real quick. Let's go ahead and get this wall out of our inventory. There we go. Beautiful. So now we have like a bit of shelter. Perfect. Let's harvest this up real quick. We got some carrot seeds, not what I wanted. Now it says budding. I need to wait for it to say, like, maturing or something. We'll plant some more carrots then, I guess. There we go. Just going to plant some of these seeds here to get them out of my inventory. There we go. We're going to eat these raspberries as well. And then I'm going to dismantle one to get some more raspberry seeds. I wouldn't mind having some more raspberry bushes. There. Kind of a constant thing, expanding the base and everything. So let's come down here. I'm going to cut down this tree here. There it goes. 2 more logs there. Because my plan is we're going to go along here and then come down. And I'll put like another door like right here somewhere. But let's go see what we can do about getting a bit more wood before we do that. Alright. Back to craftable. There we go. And then one of these, I think it was the spruce trees, gave us... Was it resin from these guys? Not quite. Gonna have to get up here and rest for a bit because I'm really running into a problem with being over encumbered with the health. Let's build this. Let's rest. Alright, so there's some stamina back. We'll build this wall. There we go. Alright. So let's dismantle this one. Dismantle this one. We're going to dismantle this stick. Yep, dismantle that. Then, what's this? A wooden bookshelf. Okay. So this can be used to showcase other small items. Alright. So we can put, like, books and things on this. That's interesting. What's that require? Dowels, wooden planks. Okay. We could also make, like, a floor if we wanted. I know this paper mold is used for making paper, but I've never actually done that in the game. Continue. See here, bow. Short bow. I don't have the stuff for longbow, but that's okay. Alright, well, let's get this door made. There we go. It's in good shape. Let's rest for a minute. Let's also go and repair our bed here. There we go. I like this tin hammer. It's much better at repairing things. Now, let's see here. Our character's kind of hungry. So let's eat one of these nice pieces of meat. Solves that problem. Let's open up our backpack here. And we'll drink some of this fresh water. There we go. It won't be long now until our dripstones are done. Sporing, sporing, sporing. Flowering, flowering. The crops are coming along nicely. Let's get this maple tree here. There we go. Alright, build that. There we go. The other thing we're going to have to do is build some torches. I decide how I want to do this, because it's getting kind of late in the evening. And we are getting a lot of resources that we don't really need right this second. So let's open this up. So let's move all these sticks into here. We're going to move all this bark into here for now, too. Move all the twigs. And all the leaves. I'm just going to sort everything out real quick. Move all that in there. Move all that in there. Move these rocks in there, too. There we go. So we got our mittens. So that's a medical item. That's just food there. Let's go eat that. Help restore our health a little bit. Alright. There we go. Good. There we go. I'm actually kind of tempted to put a door on this side of the house too, but I don't think we will for now. I was hoping to get some more resin. Pitch. Alright, now the real question is, how do we want to lay out the rest of this? So if I build this here, so I'm going to need to build down through here. So I'll need to put a wall up there. The young spruce. Okay, let's take a little rest. We'll just sleep through the night. Extra spruce. The sun is beginning to set. Okay. Another maple tree. I don't remember where I got that pitch from. There we go. Now, I don't know if I put it down, like, right here, if this will work. Let's try it. Yes, it does. Okay, so I can just build it like that. And I kind of want this door to be, like, right here, I think. So let me go ahead and get these dripstones moved, I think. So let's go ahead and collect water. We're going to pick that up. We're going to build it. Actually, how's it? Yeah, so let's go ahead and repair it with our tin hammer real quick. We'll build it. Alright, so let's gather the water out of this one. And we'll pick it up. How's it looking? We'll repair that with our tin hammer too. And we'll build it back in right there. Nice. And then we'll gather this liquid. And we'll pick that up. And we're going to build this one like right here. Actually, let's see how it's... Yeah, it's fine as far as durability goes. There we go. Alright. Beautiful. So now I can build my door here. There we go. Well, no, because that doesn't quite give me what I want. But I can always move things around. Alright, so we'll leave that there. Because that lets me go out right between the plants and stuff, which is good. So what I think we'll do, we'll pick this up. We'll build this here. We'll pick this up. We'll build it here. There we go. All right. So we're getting tired. There we go. So we're going to sleep real quick. Again, because our character is super tired. Hopefully we won't be bothered by anything in the middle of the night. We've slept about 4 hours. It's still nighttime, I think. That's alright. So there we go. So that's going to be like our little blacksmith area down there. And what we'll probably do is we'll probably bring the wall down like one more. That way I can stand here, have a chest here, anvil here, furnace there. And this chest can have all of our blacksmithing stuff in it. Then it still leaves our access to all of our dripstones. And I can even move the furnace down here in this area so that I can have like my kiln ready to go. But let's keep working on our building project. There we go. Yeah, so we're going to build this down one more here. Where's my wall? There it is. Build. Beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and cut this tree out here. Yeah, I like that. That's coming along nicely. I'm going to take this one out just so I have a clear area around my house. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and repair our hammer here real quick. Our axe. We're going to have to reinforce that soon. So we're going to have to make some more bone glue. And let's take a short little sleep here. There we go. Should be nice and morning now. Alright, so let's see what we can do. Improve our layout of things here. I think I'm going to pick up this campfire. And we're going to put it down over here. That way it's there. So it's not in the middle of our walkway. And I'm going to pick this up too. We'll put... Actually, we'll put it right here, I think. Build. There we go. Yeah, I like that. Alright, and that dripstone can stay there. Nice. Okay. So now we just need a little bit more fencing or walls there, and we'll be pretty good to go. So let's see what we've got here. That's flowering, and that's ripening. So let's go ahead and harvest up some crops here. Budding, flowering, flowering, budding, sporing. When the plant is ready for harvest, its main resource must be chopped or gathered. Okay. So if we want to gather, we need to do 9. Nope. It'll grow more fruit or spores over time. Hmm. Trying to figure out how to get my mushrooms out of these, because no, there is a way to get mushrooms out of these. And to be chopped. The plant is ready to harvest for its fruit, seeds, or spores. Hmm. Not sure. All right. Well, let's go ahead and continue on our wall building. Get that done. There we go. That's all looking good. So we just need to get this last bit of wall done here. And then I think we'll be good to go. Yeah. All right. So let's do this one. Yep. Lumberjacking skill increased again. We're actually doing really good. All right. So let's build that one. There we go. And build that one. All right. Keep this up here. We are pretty encumbered. Yep. Good. There we go. I just realized I left that in the way there. Alright, so let's take a little rest here. Beautiful. So we need 2 more, and that'll finish up this house. So let's grab one of these candles. We're going to grab one. Just to keep with us. There we go. We're going to put all this bark in here. And we're just going to try and empty out our inventory a little bit. There. Open our backpack here. So, looks like water-wise. So let's go ahead and... Okay, so we need to... That's right, we have to be near a kiln to repair these. So we're going to go ahead and refill our dripstones real quick. Get them working on some more water for us. That's not the one I want. Add liquid. There we go. Because you got to keep on top of this liquid thing. There. Alright, the other thing we could do is while these jugs work well, they are a little heavy. I think we could make, you know, some water skins. I think those are actually a little lighter. So, where's our leather working? So, let's see here. Leather working. There it is. Well, it doesn't tell us what the weight is on these. It's interesting that these with water on them seem to be lighter. I wonder if that has to do with... You know what? I think it has to do with whether or not we've enhanced them with glue. I think glue actually increases the weight on them. Interestingly enough, is what I think is going on there. Okay, there we go. So I do have to do that. All right. Good to know. Okay. So what I need to do is come back over here and gather with hands. There we go. 7. And then I can just replant this. We figured out how to get the mushrooms. Beautiful. And what I'll do is I'll till this area up here, and we'll plant some right there. Alright, but we're going to eat some of these mushrooms just to help top off our food and whatnot. There we go. Mushrooms are good to go. Actually, I'm going to open up my food bag. We're going to put all these mushrooms in the small bag. Oh, I had the thing go spoiled on me. Alright, so let's get these last two walls in. Now that we've gotten some mushrooms and some food. Let's see here. We'll do this maple tree here. Nice. That increased our strength as well. Alright, let's see here. Get one more wall. Close this up. We'll build this wall here. Mostly because I don't want to stand on top of my plants. It does damage to your plants if you stand on top of them. There we go. And one more wall. And now we will have the base. There we go. So we have a fully enclosed base. And actually, I'm going to move this. I'm going to pick that up. I'm actually going to put it back where it was. Because, there we go. We're just going to put it back there. Because that'll give you more open feeling in here. Which I think would be better. Alright. So there we go. So let's put away our stuff. We're going to put all these sticks in there. And we'll put all these leaves in there for now. And this grass. Definitely put all this, all those ashes in there. And all the bark. There we go. And then what I think I'm going to do, I think I'm just going to build this candle right here. And there we go. So we could light it, and it would be, a light source. So we'll have a light source in the house. So there we go. I need to check and see, can I build... Let me open this chest here. Sundial, where you at? 4 o'clock. Assume that's in the afternoon. Alright, so there we go. So let's head north a little bit. Now that we've done that, we've got a house. So what do we have here? Stones. Animal droppings, don't care about those. Alright. Keep going this way. Got a slime over here. Need you to drop more slime balls for me there, slime. That's spruce. It's a superior spruce, so that's good to know. Oh, here we go. See something over here I want. Our cucumber plant has gotten ready to harvest, so let's go ahead and grab that. Go ahead and eat that. There we go. I'm not seeing any more apples on our apple trees up here. What's this here? Yeah, we've got some logs and things here, but I don't want those. Alright, I'm going to fight the snake. There we go. And we got some snake meat. And let's see what else we can find. What is that? A giant aberrant spider. Good to know. Okay, we'll fight him too. Thankfully, he doesn't hit too hard. Oh, wait, we got a new rune. Oh, it's one of the pacification runes. It's one of the peace runes. Alright, that's the wrong one. There we go. And we also got a new moat. What is this? An unburdening. Lightning. Oh, I think this makes stuff lighter. Oh, that would be super good to apply to some of our heavier gear. There we go. I wanted that snake skin there. There we go. Let's keep exploring here a little bit. Because we're getting to the... Oh, wow, this one we get to harvest from twice. Oh, and we even got a superior bundle of switchgrass, too. There's another snake. There we go. And the reason I'm grabbing all these snake hides is because they're actually really good for making armor. So let's go down here. Oh, we got a skeleton. And an imp. We're gonna go back upstairs. We're not ready for that room. That's telling me that some of my food's about to go bad here. Open small bag. I'll go ahead and eat this one real quick. There we go. Yeah, that part of the dungeon was not ready for us. This is boring, so let's go ahead and grab a couple more spores. I'm going to leave that mushroom intact. Actually, thinking about it. Oh, we got another giant rat. Mostly because I want the bones, so we can make some more glue to reinforce some of our tools. And I wanted to actually come over here and get this giant mushroom. I had a thought, because I've never harvested one of these. So there we go. So we got this fly Aminta spores. I always call these fly agaric myself, but that's not how that's spelled. But we are going to go ahead and harvest it the rest of the way. Now, it's not telling us what it does, but I know for a fact that this is, like, probably poisonous. And I'm curious if it unlocks anything. Alright. There we go. There's some apple trees over here. We definitely need, like, a map. Okay, that's just our message log. Oh. There's our tomato bush down there. So we should go down there and harvest our tomatoes. Ooh, we got another snake. Come here, snake. I want your scales. Please. Please, snake. There we go. More snake scales. So that's enough. We could actually make some armor out of those snake scales. I think if we go this way, we'll get over there to those tomatoes. Yep, there we are. Yeah, this is ready, so. There we go. A few more tomatoes. We'll even go ahead and eat one. This to help us top off some of our meters. Let's keep exploring down this way a little bit. Oh, I still got that one slime down here. He's trying to fight me. There we go. Got a slime ball off of him. So we're a little encumbered. That's okay. We're going to head back home. Because we got some stuff. We can make some slime glue now. We can make some bone glue. So that's perfect. So there we go. So we've got some stuff to make some glue to reinforce some of our things here. I'm just going to go in the back door here. It's not yet fruited or spored yet. That's fine. There we go. I don't have anything to start a fire. Hold on. Now I should. There we go. Alright, so let's stoke this fire. There go. Let's see what else we can start this fire with. There we go. Fire's all nice and soaked. Good. All right, so let's see what we've got in our inventory for fluids. All right, so we've got these. We don't want to use these. So let's go up here. Let's open up this. I want to move of desalinated water. There we go. And we're going to grab this one, and we're going to fill it up with salt water. Liquid. And this is one we want to repair anyways, so let's open up. That's not what I wanted. I always hit the wrong button. Build. Alright, open. There we go. So let's grab some bark, some twigs, a couple of sticks, some leaves. Yeah, I got that we're kind of covered. Grab a couple more sticks. There we go. Alright, how's that looking? It's very healthy. Alright, so what we can do, we're going to take this and... Alright, so this is reinforce 1, reinforce 2. So we'll do slime glue first. There we go. And we're also going to light this. We're going to stoke this up with a few sticks. There we go. That way we can repair that with a tin hammer. There we go. And we can also reinforce it with slime glue. So let's see here. Let's check my theory on this. So it's right now 2.2 pounds. Cool. So if we reinforce it with slime glue, it is still 2.2 pounds. Okay, what if we repair it again with a tin hammer? Yeah, so we're technically netting durability that way. Alright. Alright, let's go get some more water. There we go. Alright, so I was wrong. So that's not like costing us anything. So let's see here. Bone glue. There we go. Let's reinforce this with some bone glue. So it has a max of 44 right now. If we reinforce it with bone glue, it now has a max of 137. See, that's much better. See, that's good. And that's the other thing we should do right here real quick. Is let's go ahead. I want to... Yeah, so we're going to use this offal here to make some sinew. There we go. I didn't get anything cool out of it. So we're going to cook one snake meat, which we're going to eat. Alright, so it's not bad. But then we're going to turn the rest into pemmican. There we go. Alright. So let's move all of this pemmican into here. Let's move that up there. Let's eat a mushroom or two. Why did we just lose stamina? You ate button mushrooms. You're overeating. Okay, so we overate. Alright. No worries. No worries. Do we have any more bones? I don't think so. Okay. Let's see what our heaviest thing that we have is right now. Backpack's pretty heavy. So let's... So is this shield. Spectre dust. Suiting item. So actually, I want to apply this magical mote of unburdening to this backpack. I just want to see what this does. Okay, we failed. Why? Oh, thaumaturgy. So it takes thaumaturgy to do that. Okay, come on. Can we repair this? No. And it's only got 2 tries left. One more try. Oh, okay, it didn't break. Good. Ah, we failed. Dang it. Okay, well, we experimented with magic and didn't get where we wanted to go, but we have built our house. And so kind of the next things we want to do is we want to start working on this raft. And so if we want to do the raft, so let's go into our skill item here. And let's look at building the raft. So I think that's under... I feel like that's under tinkering, maybe. That's tailoring. Because tailoring's where we build... Nope, it's going to be divided up. So the sail is used on sailboat, but let's see here. Where is the... Is it under woodworking, maybe? Let's see here. Wooden bookcase, armor stand. Here's the hitching post, which is used to tame animals. There's the wooden cage, which is also used to tame, like, animals and stuff. So there's some more thaumaturgy there. Let's see here. Maybe, let's see here. I need 3 fabric and 3 string. So let's make some fabric. I would rather not use my sinew and stuff. Oh, right. I can dismantle that. And that. Dismantling these will give me more cordage to use. So I'm not using my nice cordage to make fabric. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we're going to open this wooden chest as my character slides around. So we've got another fabric. Beautiful. As far as scale armor goes, gloves, leggings. The leggings might, well, no, because we actually have like a full set of scale, like everything. Or leather, everything. I don't know if we really want to deal with the scale, so let's put the scales away for now. So we're going to move all the scales into the chest. Alright. I'm also going to put these mushrooms in the chest. Or, well, they're seeds, I should say. And sticks. There we go. And I'm also going to put this mushroom in there. So I don't have a direct use for it right now. I am going to go out here, though. And we're going to plant some more seeds here real quick. There we go. Oh. Our dexterity increased, increasing our maximum stamina. Thanks to improving our horticulture. There we go. I'm going to plant some more cucumbers. We're going to dismantle this tomato and plant some more tomatoes as well. There we go. And then here we'll plant some more switchgrass, especially because we have some improved switchgrass. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing down here. We're just going to keep doing this here. I know this may seem very repetitive, but this is how we're going to get our sail to make our sailboat. There we go. Alright, the rest of that we'll hold off on. Can I actually plant in this? I can. I don't think the switchgrass cares about being in gravel. Go. Alright. Cool. There we go. We've got a nice amount of food. Alright, we got more food than we can really use right now. Let's go back in here. So we should be nice and safe for the night. And let's go ahead and sleep. Actually, yeah, we'll sleep right now. Yeah, we got some more stuff, but let's go back to craftable. Let's just go ahead and use all that. There we go. Just trying to use up all this compost here. Alright, so we have some tallow. So let's do this. There we go. Let's make a string real quick. Do we have... I don't have a pole, do I? Okay, so let's go ahead and open this up real quick. Open up a wooden chest. Where's some sticks? Dismantle a stick. Okay. We're going to make another tallow candle. There we go. And throw that in there for now. Cool. Alright. That solves that. I wanted to come down here, and we're going to try something new. We're going to come in here. We're going to open up our altar. We're going to put in this rune of invocation. It looks like this should be the peaceful one. Alright. Nope. Rune of invocation. Offer runes to the strange forces and hope they become more... A sense of disappointment washes over. Your offering was too meager. The resulting runes cascade around the altar. Interesting. So, I guess I need to, like, offer stuff. So, hold on. Open it up. So, let's see here. So let's do that. Let's do... let's do milk thistle. Some spider meat, maybe? Some compost. Some spoiled meat. Is this helping at all? I don't know if this is helping. I'm not sure what this thing wants. So, offer. Disappointment. Okay. Oh. Looks like that just scattered it all out. Okay. Fill my rune somewhere. Okay, so... disappointment once your offering is too meager. Alright, so... Right, so this is the... Fluttering is peace and order protection. Invoking is like receiving a gentle hug. So yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, interesting. So, well, we're going to have to figure out more about that in time. But alright, folks, we've played with the magic system a little bit. We've done some various things here. It's still flowering. And, you know, we've expanded our house out. And so next step, we need to get some more cloth, because I kind of want to see about making a sailboat next. Although we clearly still have, like, improvements we can make to our gears. Things like that imp is still quite dangerous to us. So, but that's the name of the game. It's kind of just improving your stuff, you know, working on things, and getting to the point where things like that imp is not a problem. Thank you all for joining me. This has been Thalan McRom. Let me know what you all think about Wayward. Do you like the series? Do you want to see me continuing to explore it and try and figure out this magic system, as well as building a sailboat, which, obviously I'm not entirely sure what all I have to do that, but we're going to figure it out. So leave your comments below, and if you like this content, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you all so much. Thank you to my patrons who help support the channel, and I hope everyone has a great one, and we'll catch you all in the next episode.